Hello and welcome back to ABC, America's #1 broadcasting company. I'm your host, John Jonas.
And I'm Ronald Reed.
And I'm Donald Diaz. Kicking things off today, we have some breaking news. Iceland has been invaded by British forces. Iceland is an exceedingly important tactical location due to its potential as German staging ground on attack on Britain, a fact that prompted this rapid action. Thankfully, there has only been one casualty. However, they shall remain anonymous in this trying time for their family, due to the cause of death being suicide. The inhabitants of Iceland, however, have expressed their annoyance with the British occupation despite their neutral status in the war. However, it's unlikely the British will leave until the war is over. So far, the Germans have not yet tried to take Iceland, but only time will tell.
Thank you, Donald. We've just been informed that the Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor without warning. Many brave men, women, and children have been killed, and the Navy station there that has also been heavily damaged. We aren't sure the exact casualties nor the scope of the destruction yet, but we can confirm that our aircraft carriers were not present at Pearl Harbor during the attack. Our army is mobilizing. Conscription is open, and we urge all able-bodied men and women to enlist to serve our countries in whichever way they can. Pilots, soldiers, mechanics, and medics are just a few of the many jobs available in the military.
Thank you, Ronald. Operation Overlord has kicked off with D-Day, the largest seaborne invasion ever attempted. The Americans, British, and Canadians have banded together for a daring assault on Normandy Beach to take back Europe, one step at a time. We've already received footage of the assault, but have yet to find out who the victors are. It is not unreasonable to say that D-Day is the tipping point, so all we can do is wait.
After a day when the skies were too grey for useful flying, the great air forces went once more into the attack, in strength. Again the air vibrated with the roar of hundreds of bombers and fighters. Airfields, communications, and enemy troops were strafed and blasted. Every bridge over the Seine between Paris and the coast was wrecked. This was air power on a scale to dwarf even the grandeur of Nazi dreams. All the time, the sea and beaches were alive with the activity of Anglo-American invasion. Wider and wider grew the scene. The beachhead grew in depth and width. From the beaches, spearheads struck out and pressed inland. Through the villages towards Caen, Isigny and Carentan, and Montebourg and Saint-Mary-Église in the north towards Cherbourg. Fighting over open country and in the streets, destroying the German conquerors of France, capturing their supply dumps and taking prisoners. Airborne units fought an engagement here close to the gliders in which they had landed. And here, out of action, come German soldiers in surrender. The first rich fruits of victory for the United Nations. And from each village recaptured from Hitler come the people of France.
In the meantime, we'd like to draw your attention to the new rationing rules. Bacon, butter, sugar, meat, tea, jam, biscuits, breakfast cereals, cheese, eggs, lard, milk, canned and dried fruit are all rationed now. Fresh vegetables and fruit are not rationed, but will become more and more difficult to acquire as the war progresses.
This next segment may upset some people, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Japanese spies could be among us, and in order to contain the threat of vital intelligence being leaked to Japan, internment camps are now being created. Any and all people of Japanese ancestries are to pack your belongings and leave for the camps. Agitators and rebellious persons will not be tolerated. Your life is only in danger if you bring danger upon yourself. This is for your own good.
Today is a special day, for today is the birthday of none other than Adolf Hitler himself, the infamous German dictator we all know and despise. We've decided to compile a list of 10 interesting facts about Hitler for our viewers' entertainment. Number 1. Hitler was a high school dropout. It isn't the only school he failed, however. He also failed art school. It takes a special kind of idiot to be incapable of putting brush to canvas and making art to rival a toddler's scribbles. Hitler also used to be homeless. To think that a man as infamous as Hitler used to live in a cardboard box. No self-respecting dictator would ever let that happen to themselves. Also, Hitler's original family name was Schickelgruber, meaning one who lives in a hut. He should have kept the name, seeing as it really fits him. Hitler was, and most likely still is, a cocaine addict. Remember, kids, if you grow up to be a junkie, you are basically Hitler. Hitler invented the blow-up doll for his soldiers to use because he didn't want inferior races getting any pure Aryan genes. I don't think I need to explain how ludicrous his expectations of the doll being a staple in a German soldier's kit were. A mustache almost killed Hitler. Yes, a mustache. Hitler adopted the stunted stash he wears today because a full mustache stopped him from putting on a gas mask in World War I. He should have done the world a favor and kept the full stash. Hitler also had a crush on a Jewish girl in his youth. He wanted to express his love to her by doing completely rational things like kidnapping and then committing suicide with her. Unsurprisingly, he never followed through. Hitler isn't even German. He's Austrian. Apparently, he isn't tired of being on the losing side of wars. And finally, Hitler has only one testicle.
For those interesting insight on Hitler's life, we'd like to end this program on a high note, considering the drama of the world we live in. The Disney movie Pinocchio has been released and already regarded as one of the best animated movies ever made.
Ladies and gentlemen, the master showman, that's me, Potuto Baldo, and by special permission of the management, is presenting to you the one and only Pinocchio.
I got no strings, so make that.
When Walt Disney gave you his first full-length feature, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, became a nation's friend. You made Dopey the star of his day, and Hi-Ho your favorite song. And now Walt Disney brings you his first and only full-length feature since Snow White. Which one of this grand new group of characters will be your favorite? Will it be mischievous little Pinocchio himself? Will it be Geppetto, the kindly old woodcarver? Will it be fluttery, frivolous Cleo, the goldfish? Or will it be roly-poly Figaro? Might be those wily crooks, J. Worthington Foulfellow and Raggle-Taggle Gideon. Or perhaps Stromboli, the gypsy-like puppet master. Will it be the villainous coachman? Will it be Lampwick, the tough little boy your folks never wanted you to play with? Or will it be Monstro the whale, the biggest, noisiest character ever to come to the screen? Or will it be Jiminy Cricket, the only conscience with a sense of humor?
Woo-hoo! And always let your conscience be your guide.
However, if this isn't your liking, the Warner Bros. Cartoons have debuted Bugs Bunny in a series of anime shorts.
Yaps, hundreds of them. This calls for strategy. I'll have to put on my thinking cap. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Get them while they're cold. Get your ice cream can. Here's yours, Bowlegs. Here, one for you, Monkey Face. Don't shove, there's plenty for all. Here, Slant Eyes. Everybody gets one. Ice cream. Well, that's that.
Oh, just 1 minute, Joe. Just 1 minute. Oh, you no get away from me. You wait. I got the free one.
Believe me, sweetie face, it's a pleasure.
Business is booming.
Thank you for tuning into ABC and have a good night.